Attention concerned citizens, we are recording the first ever live episode of We Have Concerns, and we want you to be there. It's happening Friday, February 20th at 7 p.m. as part of The Lab at the Nerd Melt showroom, and tickets are totally free. To find out how to join us, head to live.wehaveconcerns.com. I think it was Brad Bird or somebody at Pixar who said the audience only ever gets out 10% of the meaning that you put in.
Yeah, right.
So in a way, it's kind of cool to have all these things that are trying to dissect and find the meaning, but your meaning is going to get so lost in the work that it may not be there. You know what I mean? Like you can watch the movie. If your movie is based on a certain philosophy that you have or a thought that you had, but that thought is visible nowhere in the work.
Right.
Well, how do we know that?
Yeah.
Well, we may never know it.
Right.
I think that's why people like Quentin Tarantino, people like David Lynch, people like that are kind of like, it doesn't matter.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
I don't need to do really long commentary tracks.
Right.
If you like it, you like it.
Right.
Thumbs up, soldier. This is We Have Concerns. Hi, Jeff Canada.
Hi, Anthony Carboni.
Hello, concerned citizens. Jogging is for dicks.
Oh, this again.
Running is for dicks.
It's our recurring theme of this show.
I run. Oh, full disclosure.
Yeah, you do.
Full disclosure, journalistic integrity.
Yes.
Put it all out there.
It's all about ethics and journalism.
It's all about ethics and journalism. I run multiple times a week because it really is just a super efficient way to stay fit.
My favorite thing about running is that I need nothing to do it. A pair of sneakers and I'm good.
I'll tell you what I need is I need a way to
That's why I run naked.
I need a way to make running not the most boring, awful thing on the planet is what I need.
That's what podcasts
Nope.
and audiobooks
Doesn't do it.
Personal listening devices are for.
No, because I still know that I'm running. We've talked about this before, where as I'm running, I'll be like, okay, 35 minutes left. I'll run forever. Forever. I'll run for just the longest amount of time. I will have crossed hill and valley, hither and yon, hill and dale.
Mm-hmm.
I look down, 34:17.
Yeah.
Running is the most boring thing on the planet.
I enjoy it.
Ugh. Well, here's the thing, Jeff. It's killing you anyway, so you should stop.
No, I thought it was super healthy for me.
No.
Good, keep me in shape, keep my body and mind in tune.
Pariah 1165.
Oh.
Sent
That's
this
a lot
in.
of pariahs.
That's like it's so. We have 1,165 social pariahs on the We Have Concerns subreddit.
It's nice of them to just count off like that.
Can't fit in anywhere else. Thrown out everywhere you've come.
Join
Everywhere
us.
Come on,
take a
come
number.
on to the Society of Concerned Citizens. You can be Pariah 1166. This is a study that was just done that says high intensity running is just as dangerous as being a couch potato.
What?
Point! Sitting on the couch and eating Thai food.
All right, let's investigate this. So what does it mean just as dangerous?
So, how much running do you do every week?
Well, it depends on whether I'm actually training for the marathon. If I'm training for the marathon, I usually run 5 or 6 out of the 7 days.
Mm-hmm. How many miles a day?
Well, I'll probably run between 5 and 8 on most days and then have a long run on Saturdays.
Oh, yeah.
The long run is probably about between 15 and 18.
Oh, yeah, you're going to die.
Well, everybody's going to die.
You're going to die. You're going to have no longer on this earth than some dude sitting around eating Cheetos.
What?
And here's why. We know that exercise is healthy.
Mm-hmm.
But according to this article, we don't know what the proper dosage of exercise is.
That's an interesting way to phrase it.
The proper administration of exercise as a health supplement.
Take your exercise.
No, I hate the way my exercise tastes.
You know what? Have it with a little bit of peanut butter. You won't even notice.
Oh, you keep saying that. Here's the deal. If you run faster than 7 miles an hour.
What does 7 miles an hour equal as far as, I don't even know what that would mean as far as miles per minute.
Not many.
Yeah, no, well, that's what I'm saying. Like I run about a 9-minute mile when I'm training.
Okay. Yeah, so you're running, you're going to die.
Oh, damn it.
No, but so the deal is 7 miles an hour is about what you're running. That's a strenuous jog.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. If you run that for more than 4 hours a week, or
that's way more than, I mean, that's, yeah, I'm way above that bar.
You're way above that, right? Here's the deal. People who run that much have a higher chance of things like coronary artery calcification.
Really?
Diastolic dysfunction and large artery wall stiffening.
I hate it when my walls get stiffened.
This is heart disease shit that we think of for people who are sedentary or like obese.
Does it say how much more awesome they are when they run that much?
It says less awesome.
More awesome.
It actually says that it's for dicks. And you shouldn't be doing it because it's also killing you. Not only are you a douchebag for doing it, but it's killing you to be a douchebag.
Oh, man.
If you would just like lighten up and be cool, you would live
relax,
longer.
Be cool,
and
live
chill.
Longer. Stop being such an asshole.
So this is the thing. Like,
that's really
because you're overworking your body.
Right. But they're not saying no exercise at all is good for you either.
No. So what they're saying is overworking your body is the same as underworking your body. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
Which
this
makes
is the three pigs theory. Excuse me.
Yeah.
This is the three bears theory of everything.
3 pigs would have worked too.
No.
Because 2 of them blow down, but 1 of them doesn't.
Well, what I was going for was the middle.
Yeah.
The middle one is where you want to be. You want to be.
Oh no, 3 pigs saved it for the end because they wanted that.
Right.
Climax.
3 bears. You go middle one. You don't want to go too much. You don't want to go too little.
Yeah.
Just right is where you want.
Oh. Have you read my book of literary critique on the 3 bears? Like, there's a lot of symbolism.
Even if it wasn't intended by Grimm.
Yeah, there wasn't a lot of authorial intent. I don't know which of the brothers Grimm wrote it. I don't know if it was Matt Damon or Heath Ledger.
Oh,
do you know which one wrote it? I
don't even think that qualifies as a dad joke. That was just a terrible reference.
That's a terrible reference. That's what I was going for. What were we? Oh yeah. So overworking and underworking.
Yeah.
Okay? Leaving your car in the driveway for weeks at a time is just as bad as driving your car too much.
Right.
Either way, the machine breaks down.
Yes. So you're saying my body is like that. I'm doing bad things. Stop running.
We are organic machines. We have our optimal run rate.
So what's the sweet spot?
The sweet spot is jogging 1 to 1.4 hours a week.
A week?
A week.
Dude, that's like one run for me.
Split into 3 days.
What?
At a slow pace of about 5 miles an hour.
So barely not walking.
Yeah.
And only for like 20 minutes at a time.
Down. Super down.
God damn it.
I will never look down at that 35-minute timer again.
I'm on the other end of the spectrum from you. That to me sounds boring. That sounds mind-numbingly boring.
What are you talking about? By the time you get bored, you're done.
I'm bored at the beginning of that because I'm going so slowly. I don't get to settle into my cool, like, meditative running speed. I don't get to sort of, like, hunker down for a nice hour and a half.
Because you don't need to. Because there's no need to settle into your meditative running speed where you're channeling out the fucking pain in your breathing and your whatever. You don't need to do that. You don't need to put yourself through that. So much of fitness is about, like, we feel like we have to put ourselves through the most amount of pain, and that's how you know it's working. I'm going to go to the gym. I'm going to go to the gym and I'm going to lift all the weights forever. And the next day I'm going to be like, oh, I can't move my arms because I'm so in shape.
Yeah.
No, you functionally took your machinery out, asshole. You overworked. That's not optimal.
I got to say, you speak a lot of truth there because now that I'm sort of in this cycle of doing marathons, I find it very difficult to not do them. I find it very difficult. And it's a weird psychological thing where I just feel awful if I don't feel awful. Do you know what I mean? I must not be doing anything. I'm slacking. I'm whatever it is because my body doesn't feel the strain of that endurance.
It's an addiction. It's an addiction to a physical sensation. It's, we hear about this stuff a lot. Like, your body releases a certain amount of hormones, endorphins, like all this stuff. Adrenaline. Like it's all these things that your body like feels super amped when it's happening.
Yeah.
And your body gets like, doesn't just get used to it, but craves it, right?
Yeah.
Because it's also routine. The way you feel every day, what you do every day is what your body craves.
Yeah.
If you sit around and eat junk food all day,
crave that shit.
Your body craves junk food.
That's why I run.
If you overrun every day, your body goes, well, this is what we do. Not just that, but your brain does it too.
Two craves make a right. That's what I always heard.
Yeah.
Right?
So what you do is, for as much as you're running, you should be doing like a pint to a pint and a half of ice cream a day.
Done and done.
But I do think this is true. Like we've talked about this before. The guy who does the marathon, like who does the crazy
like daily
Ultraman triathlon every day.
Yeah.
I'm going to do this every day for a year. Okay, you're going to take 5.5 years off your life.
Right.
And for some reason, we know that that's crazy. We look at that and we go, that guy shouldn't be doing an Ultraman triathlon every day.
Right.
We know that.
Yeah.
But for some reason, we feel like the amount of pain that we're putting ourselves through is the appropriate amount of pain. And we need it to stay in shape. And it's really funny. Like when I was working on the TV show, I spent a couple weeks beforehand, like really just trying to like get in shape. Not just to be like on camera in shape, like, hi, I'm on a camera and I'm in shape. I look good, whatever. Yeah. But also because I knew that I was going to be working really long days and not getting a lot of physical activity. Mm-hmm. So I was like, I better kind of like get in shape. And for like the 3 weeks that I was like working out, running every day, I wasn't noticing much of a change. But then when you stop and you let your body heal and you let your body repair.
Yeah.
All of a sudden you start seeing those improvements.
Right.
And we know that. We know we need downtime. Like we hear that. But we feel
that's
like
where your muscles grow. That's where your body does all of it.
But we feel like the more time we put in, the more work we put in, the more we're going to get out of it. And eventually there's diminishing returns.
That's absolutely true. Yeah.
So running is for dicks then.
Well, clearly not. Running is for people who are in shape. It's just don't overdo it.
Yeah.
I don't understand how we started this with, we don't know what the proper dosage is. It's still a mystery to us. And then they're still saying,
this is what it seems like. This is what it seems like the optimal amount of jogging is. But they're trying to like, when they say that they don't know the dosage, it's like, that's what they're trying to pin down.
Yeah.
And what they've found so far is, run for an hour to 1.4 hours a week, dude. Not even an hour and a half.
That is crazy.
Run less than 90 minutes a week.
Well, actually, it's weird that we bring this up this day because literally today I started the this is not an ad for this, by the way, but I started the T25 workout, which is like a 25-minute nonstop, like no downtime, just go for 25 minutes.
Yeah.
And it kicked my ass for sure. I mean, it's constant moving and it's all that short, what do they call it?
Like slow twitch, fast
twitch. Yeah.
Yeah.
But it still feels like I only did 25 minutes of stuff today. It doesn't seem like enough. Even though I did kick my ass, it just feels like, I'm slacking because I only did 25 minutes of whatever.
And it's because we don't know how much is right,
Right.
Like we see this guy and we go, that guy I know is in pretty good shape.
Have you seen that guy?
He does like 90 minutes a day.
Yeah, he does 90 minutes a day on the treadmill. Then he swims for another 40 minutes a day. Then he gets on the bicycle. He powers his house with that bicycle.
The only place I've ever seen that guy is the gym.
I think he lives there. Have you ever seen him in the real world?
You have to live there. You have to live there.
He has to live there.
You have to if you want to look like
glutes?
that. What do you like? You want glutes like that?
I want glutes like that
if
so bad.
If you want glutes like that, you gotta sign up for one of those cots in the locker room.
The cot program.
You gotta live here.
Oh man, I want to live here sometimes, but I just don't think I have that kind of commitment in me.
You gotta have that kind of commitment. Otherwise, what are your glutes gonna look like? You gotta do it for your glutes, dog. Guy. And that's the thing. Like gyms will perpetuate that shit.
Yeah.
Gyms will be like, well, you gotta get in. You gotta do
glute
like
pictures everywhere.
2 hours. Yeah, just like pictures of glutes. Like sometimes, like they make you take pictures of your glutes for them. Like, does that happen to you?
No, I've never.
Like every gym, like there was this guy at my gym who was like, dude,
was he an employee of the gym?
He wore like a T-shirt with the gym's logo on it.
The one that they sell in the gift shop?
Yeah, but I thought people want that one because it looks like the one that
they do want wear. That one because of that.
Because it looks like.
So then he asked you to take pictures.
Yeah, every day we take like glute pictures.
Every day.
Yeah, every day I go in, we take glute pictures, and then he's gonna watch and track based on my glutes and my glute shape on how I'm doing.
So is Is it your camera that you're taking the pictures on?
No, he has a camera.
It's his camera. He takes that home with him? The pictures of your glutes?
Well, because he has to, because he puts them all
he tracks
on a timeline and he tracks it. Because you
have
to
seen
do
the timeline.
This is like quantitative self stuff. You've heard of that, right? Where you have to have the data.
Yeah.
You have to have the data.
I guess.
I feel like it's working. I feel like it's working.
You know, if it's working for you.
I mean, he hasn't shown me any of the pictures.
Clearly it's working for him.
Yeah. And I think, it costs a lot.
It costs a lot. Well?
Yeah. Because it's an extra. I do the gym membership, and then the trainer, and then the glute pictures.
Glute picture guy. Yeah. How much does the glute picture guy run you?
It's like $45 a week.
Really? That's
it's not bad.
It's not bad.
Yeah.
I think you're getting.
Because you think like the gym membership is like $50 a month, and then the trainer is like $70 a session, and then like for like a real glute analysis. Because sometimes he gets his face in there too. He
really gets right up in there.
He really gets right up in there.
Without the camera.
Well, he'll take a picture too. But like he really like wants to get a feel for it.
You're still wearing pants when he's doing that, right?
No, because how would he see my glutes?
That's a good point.
Do you want me to give you the guy's number?
I would love. I mean, I feel like my glutes are going unsupervised.
I feel like it's really working for me.
They look fantastic.
Thank you. Do you want to see? Like more?
Can I get my face all up in
Yeah. Well, that's the thing is if we don't know the proper amount of time, if there are no conclusive studies on how much we're supposed to work out, we will believe what people tell us. We will say like, oh, that guy's in shape. He spends his entire life here, so I must have to do it too.
Right.
I don't run for an hour and a half a day, and I know a guy who does, so clearly I'll never be in shape.
Right.
Fuck that noise.
The other thing that comes into my head too is the idea that everybody's fucking different. Right? So any kind of generalization you make about fitness or body health feels like is inherently inaccurate.
Well, I mean, there's certainly
like,
going to
I'm
be...
probably more able to run this far and not die. I'm just, right? Because I'm not going to die.
Well, no, you're never going to die.
I'm never going to die.
I mean, that's the thing. It's like...
I'm glad we're on the same page.
Yeah, I feel like most people are going to die, but we're okay.
Well, you and me.
Yeah.
Yeah. We're fine.
But no, so there's definitely going to be a range. It's going to vary. Yeah. But how much can it... Like, we're all the same species.
Yeah.
We're all the same animal. Is there really going to be that much of a variation in what's healthy?
No, you're right. I mean, I think that there's different body types and different diet goes into it in such a big way, and all these things go into it.
Yeah, but we're talking about like, oh, well, this much is healthy on average for the people for the thousands of people that we studied.
Yeah.
But, oh, you probably need 400% more running than that.
Just saying, maybe for me, I don't want to believe this, dude. It's so hard. It's hard to wrap my head around this. And honestly, I do think that most people look at studies like this and go, oh, it's better to just not do anything.
Oh, sure. I'm one of them. And I feel like that's the takeaway here.
That is not the takeaway.
If you're just going to kill yourself either way, if Jeff Canada is just going to run around like an idiot and kill himself, but I can kill myself sitting on the couch watching Twin Peaks. You're saying
it's the lesser of two kill yourselves.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who's going to have a better time killing themselves?
Well, clearly you're going to be much more happy killing yourself. I'm going to experience more pain dying, but we're both killing ourselves equally fast.
Yep.
So maybe we should
welcome to the couch, buddy.
Damn it.
Welcome back. Running for dicks.
Pass the Cheetos?
Oh, by the way, all the people in this study self-reported, and there's a lot of controversy about whether any of the data is even admissible. But
is that true?
Yeah, it's like not even like I think we've run out of time though.
Dude, seriously, is that true?
Like, I mean, there's probably like a lot of error or bias in it. They say, and like, the people who reported they were like they studied like a couple thousand people, but only like 127 people were actually part of like the study. Where like
the truth
calculate the mortality risk, but like I don't know, man. We can't get into that right now because we're out of time.
I gotta go for a run. I'll be right.
You're gonna kill yourself and look like an asshole. I don't know. How do you guys feel? Do you feel like we overwork ourselves because we haven't accurately measured what's appropriate for the human body? Like that feels. Whatever happens with this study, that sort of feels right to me because there is a lot of kind of hocus pocus when you read all these health plans and workouts. And
the problem for me is not thinking just inherently that doing something is better than doing nothing. Mm-hmm. If doing more than something is also as bad as doing nothing, that it feels like it's this weird gray area of well, now why don't we just do nothing? It just empowers the nothing.
Yeah.
And I don't want to empower the nothing.
Empower the nothing with me, everyone.
No, then my horse will fall into that.
Tweet at both of us with hashtag empower the nothing.
He would just be sinking into the thing, and the nothing will come and get him. And
let us know how you feel. Just tweet at us. I'm at @Carboni.
And I'm at Jeff Cannata.
Hashtag empower the nothing. And
hashtag run for your life.
And if you've seen a story like this, and you want us to discuss it on the show, send it in. You can do so at wehaveconcerns.reddit.com or wehaveconcernshow@gmail.com.
We also love those iTunes reviews. Give us a 5-star review. And
Yeah. Don't review the show.
Oh, God, no.
Never review the content of the show. That's just like, why would you even do that? But give us 5 stars.
Yes.
And then let us know whether or not you think running is for dicks.